Fruits are often associated with health and nutrition, celebrated for their vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. However, not all fruits are entirely harmless. While most fruits are safe and beneficial, some can pose significant health risks when consumed improperly. In fact, certain fruits contain toxins, harmful seeds, or parts that, if eaten in the wrong form or amount, can lead to adverse reactions ranging from mild discomfort to severe illness or even death. These dangers often arise from naturally occurring compounds within the fruit, such as cyanogenic glycosides, neurotoxins, or unripe substances that the body cannot process safely. For example, some fruits have seeds or pits that release cyanide when chewed or digested, while others may cause kidney issues, allergic reactions, or toxic effects on the nervous system additionally. Fruits like cashews or elderberries can be toxic if consumed raw or improperly prepared. Before we continue, if you are enjoying this content, please take a moment to like, comment, and share it with your friends. Doing so helps more people discover the channel. If you'd like to support us further, consider joining our membership for exclusive perks and content. Now let's dive into the 10 most dangerous fruits you should avoid. Elderberries are often praised for their medicinal properties, particularly their use in fighting colds and flu. The berries are packed with antioxidants and vitamins, making them a popular ingredient in syrups, teas, and supplements. However, while elderberries may offer health benefits when properly prepared, they are extremely dangerous when eaten raw, the unripe berries as well as the stems. Leaves and seeds of the elderberry plant contain cyanogenic glycosides, which release cyanide when ingested. Cyanide is a potent poison that interferes with the body's ability to use oxygen, leading to symptoms such as nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, and in severe cases, respiratory failure and death. The risk is especially high when people make homemade elderberry products without understanding the need to cook the berries thoroughly. Cooking destroys the toxic compounds, making elderberries safe to consume. But raw or undercooked elderberry products can lead to serious health issues. It's important to note that not all elderberry species are equally dangerous. Some varieties, such as the American elderberry, are commonly used in commercial products and are generally safer when cooked. However, other species such as the European elderberry require even more careful preparation. Consumers should always ensure that any elderberry-based product they purchase or make is thoroughly cooked to avoid accidental poisoning. Apricots are a sweet, delicious fruit enjoyed by many, but their kernels, found inside the hard pit at the fruit's center, are a different story. Apricot kernels contain amygdalin, a compound that the body converts into hydrogen cyanide, a highly toxic substance. While apricot kernels have been marketed as a natural cancer treatment in some alternative health circles, their consumption can be extremely dangerous, leading to cyanide poisoning. Hydrogen cyanide disrupts the body's ability to use oxygen, which can result in symptoms such as headaches, dizziness, confusion, vomiting, and, in severe cases, coma or death. The risk is particularly when apricot kernels are consumed in large quantities or chewed, as chewing breaks down the kernels and releases the amygdalin more rapidly. The seeds of other fruits, such as apples, cherries and peaches, also contain amygdalin, but apricot kernels are especially potent and have been linked to several cases of poisoning. Despite the risks, apricot kernels are still available in some health food stores and online. Often promoted for their supposed cancer-fighting properties, scientific studies have not substantiated these claims, and health authorities in many countries have issued warnings against consuming apricot kernels due to the danger of cyanide poisoning. It's crucial for consumers to be aware of these risks and avoid apricot kernels entirely, opting instead for safer, scientifically backed treatments. Star fruit, or carambola, is a unique star-shaped fruit that is both visually appealing and delicious. It's a favorite in tropical regions and is often used to garnish dishes, make juice, or simply eaten as a refreshing snack. However, despite its attractive appearance and sweet tart flavor, star fruit can be extremely dangerous for people with kidney problems. The fruit contains a neurotoxin that healthy kidneys can filter out without issue. But for individuals with kidney disease or impaired kidney function, the toxin can accumulate in the bloodstream, leading to serious health consequences. Symptoms of star fruit poisoning include hiccups, vomiting, mental confusion, seizures, and in severe cases, death. The neurotoxin in star fruit directly affects the brain, which is why neurological symptoms are common in cases of poisoning. This risk is particularly high for individuals with chronic kidney disease who may not be aware that a seemingly harmless fruit like star fruit could pose such a serious threat to their health. For people with healthy kidneys, star fruit is generally safe to consume in moderation. However, even healthy individuals should be cautious about overconsumption as the fruit's high oxalate content can contribute to the formation of kidney stones. Those with any history of kidney issues should avoid star fruit entirely, as the risks far outweigh the benefits. Rhubarb is a popular ingredient in pies, jams and other desserts known for its tart flavor and bright red stalks, while the stalks are perfectly safe to eat and offer a unique taste experience. The leaves of the rhubarb plant are highly toxic and should never be consumed. Rhubarb leaves contain oxalic acid and anthraquinone glycosides, both of which can be harmful when ingested. Oxalic acid, in particular, can cause a range of symptoms including nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, and, in severe cases, kidney failure. The compound binds with calcium in the body, forming crystals that can damage the kidneys and impair their function. This is especially dangerous for individuals with pre-existing kidney conditions or those who consume large amounts of rhubarb leaves, as the accumulation of oxalates can lead to severe health consequences. Additionally, anthraquinone glycosides, another toxic compound found in rhubarb leaves, can cause further gastrointestinal distress, including cramps, vomiting, and diarrhea. Many people mistakenly assume that all parts of rhubarb are safe to given the plant's widespread in culinary dishes. It is critical to remember that only the stalks should be consumed and the leaves must be discarded. Even small amounts of rhubarb leaves can lead to poisoning, particularly in children or pets who may accidentally ingest them. Cashews are a popular snack and a versatile ingredient in many dishes, known for their creamy texture and rich, nutty flavor. However, what many people don't realize is that raw cashews, as they are found in nature, are highly toxic. The cashew nut grows inside a shell that contains a toxic substance called urushiol, the same chemical found in poison ivy and poison oak. Urushiol can cause severe allergic reactions, including skin rashes, itching, and in some cases, difficulty breathing. When cashews are labeled as raw in stores, they have actually undergone a steaming process to remove the toxic shell and neutralize the urushiol. True raw cashews straight from the tree are dangerous to eat and should never be consumed without proper processing. The steaming or roasting process destroys the urushiol, making cashews safe to eat. However, improper handling of cashews during harvesting and processing can still lead to contamination, which is why cashews must be carefully treated before they reach the market. For those with sensitivity to urushiol, even small traces of the toxin can lead to allergic reactions, making it important to ensure that cashews are properly processed. While commercially available cashews are generally safe, consumers should avoid sourcing raw cashews from unreliable or informal suppliers to reduce the risk of exposure to urushiol. The manchineel tree, native to the Caribbean, Central America and parts of Florida, is infamous for being one of the most dangerous trees in the world. Often referred to as the death apple, every part of this tree is toxic, from its sap to its fruit. The small green apple-like fruits of the manchineel tree may look harmless, but they are extremely poisonous. Consuming even a small amount of the fruit can cause severe burning of the throat, vomiting, diarrhea, and, in extreme cases, death. The sap of the manchineel tree is also highly toxic and can cause skin burns, blisters, and irritation upon contact. Even standing under the tree during a rainstorm can lead to skin damage, as the sap can drip down from the leaves and branches, mixing with the rainwater. Ingesting the fruit or coming into contact with the sap can lead to a host of painful symptoms, including swelling of the throat, difficulty breathing, and severe gastrointestinal distress. Historically, indigenous peoples used the tree's toxic sap to poison their arrows, and the manchineel tree remains a significant danger to humans and animals alike. Despite its toxicity, the tree is still found in coastal regions where it provides protection from wind erosion. Signs and warnings often accompany manchineel trees to prevent accidental contact, but tourists unfamiliar with the tree may still fall victim to its dangers. The best way to avoid the manchineel tree's harmful effects is to steer clear of the tree entirely and heed any posted warnings. Cherries are a beloved fruit, enjoyed for their sweet and tangy flavor, whether eaten fresh, dried, or used in desserts. However, the pits of cherries contain amygdalin, a compound that the body converts into cyanide when ingested, while the flesh of the cherry is perfectly safe to eat. Chewing or crushing the pit can release cyanide, which is toxic to humans. Swallowing a whole cherry pit is generally harmless, as the pit usually passes through the digestive system intact without releasing any toxins. However, if the pit is broken or crushed, it poses a greater risk. The level of toxicity depends on the number of pits consumed and whether they are chewed or left whole. Symptoms of cyanide poisoning include headache, dizziness, difficulty breathing, vomiting, and in extreme cases, seizures and death. Children are especially vulnerable to the dangers of cherry pits due to their smaller body size and likelihood of accidentally biting into the pits. While a single cherry pit is unlikely to cause significant harm, consuming multiple crushed pits or the pits of other stone fruits, such as peaches, apricots and plums, can increase the risk of poisoning. It's important to always remove pits before giving cherries or other stone fruits to children and to avoid chewing on the pits themselves. Although cyanide poisoning from cherry pits is rare, the risk is real and it's better to err on the side of caution when enjoying this delicious fruit. Nance, a small round fruit found primarily in Central and South America, is enjoyed for its unique flavor, which can range from sweet to tart, depending on its ripeness. The fruit is often eaten fresh, used in jams, or fermented into a traditional alcoholic beverage called chicha de nance. However, while ripenance fruit is safe and nutritious, the unripe fruit contains toxins that can cause digestive problems, including nausea, stomach pain, and diarrhea. The exact toxins present in unripe nance fruit are not well understood, but they are potent enough to cause significant discomfort in those who consume the fruit before it has fully ripened. The fruit's high acidity when unripe can also exacerbate these symptoms, leading to gastrointestinal irritation. This can be particularly problematic in regions where nance is a dietary staple, and unripe fruit may be eaten out of season or as part of traditional recipes. To avoid the unpleasant effects of unripenance, it is essential to ensure that the fruit is fully ripe before consuming it. Ripenance has a yellow or orange color and a softer texture, while unripenance is green and firm. Eating only ripenance will allow you to enjoy the fruit's unique flavor and nutritional benefits without the risk of toxicity, as with many fruits. Patience and proper preparation are key to avoiding the hidden dangers of nance. Fruits are a vital part of a healthy diet, providing essential nutrients, antioxidants, and energy. However, as this video demonstrates, not all fruits are free from risk. Some pose dangers if eaten at the wrong stage of ripeness or if consumed by individuals with specific health conditions. Others contain natural toxins that can cause serious harm if consumed improperly. Understanding the risks associated with certain fruits is crucial to making informed dietary choices. While the dangers may seem alarming, they can be easily avoided with proper knowledge and preparation. Cooking fruits like elderberries and thoroughly removing pits or seeds from stone fruits like cherries and apricots can reduce the risk of poisoning. Similarly, individuals with kidney issues should steer clear of fruits like star fruit to prevent potential complications. By knowing which fruits to handle with caution, consumers can continue to enjoy the health benefits of these delicious and nutritious foods without putting themselves at risk. Knowledge is the key to safely navigating the world of fruits, allowing you to enjoy them to their fullest potential while staying safe and healthy.